Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 92. I'm getting behind myself here. Episode 92 of the Playing With Myself Madden franchise. You are checking out the 2019 Tampa Bay Buccaneers preseason. We're getting ready to take on the Detroit Lions. Before we do, we're just going to take a quick look at what to expect out of them. I know that they've got Mike Glennon on their roster. So Mike Glennon is their starter. And then they've got a rookie, Damon Hughes, who's going to be picking up 3 quarters against us. He looks like he should be pretty solid. Theo Riddick's still there. Michael Floyd, Calvin Johnson, Mendenhall, Darren Waller. Is it still Abram? Yep. Coney Ely, Ezekiel Ansah, Gabe Wright, Geno Hayes still there. He's 11 years pro though. What's his speed at? 77 is starting to fall off. Curtis Lofton, Jordan Hicks. Alright, not bad. So let's take a quick look at our depth chart. I haven't done any work on that. So yep, you can go ahead and successfully reorder it. Punt returner. Third down running back. It's going to be Rawls, then Sims, then Buck Allen. Winston and Flacco, of course. Rawls, Sims, Allen, Blake. Juice check. Cooks, White, Dorsett, Wilson, Patterson, Perryman. Donovan Smith and Huff. Mason Guy, Hudson Sutton, Marpet, Burleson, Johnson Rogers, Brockers Hartman, Jernigan, Aguars, Tuitt, Thomas, Evans, Parker, Galvin. Galvin I actually drafted to end up taking a starting role on. No such luck. As I bump Sherman all the way off of my depth chart here. As he is just holding a roster spot for 1 week until we get done and we get trade offers in for him. And we're going to go head into Detroit and see what our defending world champions look like early in the 2019 season. He's 71,000 or 71% of the way to 10,000 career receiving yards.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Lions going up against the Buccaneers. Now we'll go down to Ford Field for this matchup.
Let's see who gets first ball. I'd love to see my first team offense come out.
Buccaneers, Lions on EA Sports as we get set for the opening week of preseason football in the NFL. Hello friends, Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. Just prior to kickoff.
Nope, Cody Parkey taking the field. So we're going to be kicking off and sending our first team defense out. Fair enough.
I think you said it right. Center stage. Players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also. The Lions are back deep, waiting for the kick return.
Theo Reddick is the return man for the Lions. I'd be lying to say that I'm not going to try and put a big old hit on him right here to open up the preseason in Detroit.
We're underway here.
Huh. I don't know who that was but he just plowed over a blocker.
Starting at quarterback.
And here comes Mike Glennon.
2013 draft out of NC State, and right out of the box started 13 games in his rookie campaign. Quarterback Mike Glennon.
Got a little bit of an opportunity to start in Tampa before they got Jameis Winston, and then play backup for a couple years.
First down at the 20. They'll run it here.
So we'll see what he can do here against his former team.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to
And of course, he was able to get himself a Super Bowl ring as the backup last year. Just wanted way too much to be our backup again.
second down and 5. It's caught by Michael Floyd. And now he'll dip out of bounds.
Kyle Fuller helping out. 25-yard catch.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He didn't take the bait. He didn't throw it down the football field. He threw it short to the open receiver, and we've seen it so many times. Throw it to the guy that's open and see if the defense can make the tackle. Complete to Floyd. That's a pickup.
Big throw there.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver, and why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch. The Lions snap it at the 36. Running through.
Reddick with a run for the first down. And I'll tell you what, my defending champion defense isn't looking too solid on this first drive.
The Lions will take the snap from the 25. This linebacking core is the heart and soul of this defensive unit. This will be second down.
I'm going to go ahead and send a blitz up their ass and see what happens. 2nd and 7.
He'll take the snap from the gun.
Riley Parker.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB.
Fuck it. Subbing Richard Sherman for a play. He's like, I'm not even supposed to be in uniform in this game.
The Lions will take the snap from the 30. Catches the ball.
Did he catch that? He did.
But does not get both.
They say no feet.
The Lions put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Oh, so Sherman didn't even come out on that play.
Set now to attempt
There he is there.
The kick, and it's through there. The kick is good.
So the zone blitz doesn't do too much for me on that drive, but as soon as I come out with a full blitz, my defense gets the sack, puts him in a hole. Cordero Patterson takes it out to the 26, and that's where Jameis Winston will take over.
Starting at quarterback out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
A Heisman Trophy winner, an MVP, a Super Bowl champion, a national champion. And now I'm going to try and take a shot at Kevin White right down that sideline.
The Buccaneers snap it up at the 26.
Oh,
Flag is out.
there's a flag. And I'll tell you what, a big hit like that and the flag made me a little nervous. Donovan Smith gets called for holding on the first play of his tenure under center again. Not under center. Anchoring the line. Of course, he was the starting left tackle, albeit young, when I took over here. And because of his penalty problems, I moved to Costanzo. That's a knockdown, almost a pick.
The defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the
And if he's going to let people come in like that, then we're going to have to figure out something.
Winston's ready for the snap. Empty half.
Because you let that guy come in and kill Winston, and he got caught on a hold.
Wants to go deep. Should have been.
So it's like, if that's what you're doing when you're holding, that's not good news.
Defense is unbending on third down.
We've got a young left tackle,
Defensive side, I can't say much.
and we also have some players that we could move, or some picks that we could move.
Plays, they deserve to be stopped. And a run back of about 15. Well, the offense, they need to pat him on the hiney when he comes off the field. What a good job by the punt returner. Puts him in good field position. The Buccaneers defense comes out for the start of the new drive after
Jernigan, Tuitt, Brockers,
they hope to play better.
Levante David.
Information that you've learned from the last drive, they go out there and correct some of those mistakes. Is batted down. Johnson's one of those guys. If he drops a
That was the rookie middle linebacker there.
doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to
Oh, great blocking. Great blocking. Oh, late hit. They didn't call me for anything.
If you're running back and you
They
want
definitely should have, though.
things like this, read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. To the ground. And that's David in on the stop. Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time. 2nd and 4 following the run.
Now we got to start asking the questions of who is going to become a playoff team this year. Could Seattle's window be closing? They, of course, lost Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Tyler Lockett. You got to believe that as long as Russell Wilson's there, though, they're going to be a threat. Good blocks. And that's going to put them into the end zone and give them a 10-0 lead.
Playbook, Phil, because this game is so
one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Oh, shoot, you know me, I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
The Lions getting ready for the kickoff. Patterson's running this one out.
Patterson gets out to the 18. They say the 19.
Mark him down at the 19. The Buccaneers offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get it.
Well, they certainly didn't look as good this past playoff season as they did the year before, when they beat me by like 400 points in the playoffs.
First down to the 19.
But this seems to be the off season that's really going to pick them apart, though. Big completion there to Safarian Jenkins. Speaking of pieces that are missing from Seattle, Rawls, of course, in his second year in my backfield, hopefully becomes a bigger piece to the puzzle for us this year than he was last year. Come on, Juice. Pull that in.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
2nd and 10. Toss to the outside. And a gain of 4. After that,
Just rush it back to the line. Let's get this drive goal for Rawls at least. Fourth and 1.
that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Detroit, and we'll return in a moment for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to the action. Today, it's been all about the defenses.
Oh, they've got Huerta out there as my backup fullback. I don't think he picked it up.
First down by the offense in the red zone.
He did. Nice.
You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
No margin for error. Just outside the goal line.
Oh, shit. Not much, man. Just getting the preseason going. Starting to get ready to try and defend this title. Charles Sims putting it in. I don't know that I'd say a terrible start, Jim Nance.
Yeah, early in the second quarter, and it was an awful start of this football game. You couldn't play any worse as a football team, but when you get a quick score, it just changes everything. It changes the scope of the game, and it changes your confidence.
Now we get to see some of these rookies come out here on defense. Oh, shit. Maybe not. Oh, why did he jump? Why did he jump? Abdullah almost took it to the house on my ass.
They scored on their last two series. You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense.
3-yard gain there.
Great control.
Number 42 didn't even get a name on the back of his jersey. They were like, you won't be here next week. This is that rookie quarterback who's probably going to win their starting job. Malcolm Myers with the tackle. Let's see what the rookies can do when we blitz.
The play action fake by the quarterback was so good that defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion. First down and 10.
Nice.
Loss on that play. Buccaneers, yes, right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle. Dropping back now into the shotgun. The defense gets the
Jeffrey.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer
Big
comes,
sack.
nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can
Now
do.
we're going to come out in that quarter. QB contained, man everybody up. 2-man over the top.
The Lions are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Drop back.
That rookie's out there. He didn't get close enough for me to... Wow, I missed him. Terrible. I give up field goal range now.
Fourth down.
Broken play.
Bailey's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today.
Drives it through for the field goal.
And the Lions now have a 6-point lead because of some shoddy defense by me.
But good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Wilson's got it on the return.
Nothing there.
Head on right there at the 20.
Who's going to be out there
Defense comes back onto the field.
as my receivers here? Rashard Perryman. Him and Flacco couldn't hook up back when I was in Baltimore. Wonder if they can hook up now. Joe's still just shooting it way over his head.
In the NFL, you got to throw the football deep down the field, but the quarterback just, he overthrows it.
Fucking go for it again. Why is it just that consistent bad when you throw to Perryman, Joe? You weren't that bad when I brought you in as a backup before. Ah, there you go. Finally catch him.
They bring him to the turf. That's his first reception today.
Well, you saw why defensive backs can't sleep the night before the game when they play against this quarterback. Beautiful.
Run that chew clock here.
For the big completion.
Down to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. And now as we head back to the field,
Charles Sims still out there.
trying to get some momentum going before the first half draws to a close. Sims has got it on the handoff.
Let's give this rookie a carry here and see how he does.
Second and goal from the 5. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to
How you doing, King Leon?
we'll find out here in a second.
Third down on the way with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Third and goal from the 6. Makes the Tampa
We'll tie.
For the touchdown. Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
The Lions return team hoping to set up something before the half.
Not bad. Quick way to jump out to a lead before half. Huh. Darius Slay back there as a return man now for their second team. Madden, you fucking up, man. Gonna have all these teams missing star players early. Who was that? Who's 99? Oh, Aguars, really? Okay. That'll take it to the half. That's one of those defensive tackles that was drafted and moved. He's the one that was moved to defensive end. And he looked real good there. Albert Wilson up to the 23. Should I give Joe Flacco one more fly play? Good coverage over there on the right side, so we see Ty and hit him going the other way. Oh, Flacco spinning around to throw it. No, I am a Ravens fan. I had my career start with the Ravens, and after a 2-14 first season, they cut me, and the only team that offered me a job was the Bucks. So that's how I ended up here in Tampa. Went 5-11 the first season in Tampa, then 11-5 in the second season, made the playoffs, and after shutting down the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs, I got thrashed by Seattle, and then this past season I went 14-2 and knocked Seattle out in the NFC title game and won the Super Bowl beating the Panthers. And that's how we are where we are right now. Are you a Bucks fan? And if not, who's your team? Go, Ty. As soon as you turn up like that, you gotta fly, man. You gotta fly. Letting Geno Hayes and his now 77 speed stay with you. Get out of here. Go ahead, Rook.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. Third down now. Allen's going to take the handoff now.
Nice. I think I play them next week. I'm pretty sure it was the same exact preseason schedule this year as it is last year, and if that's the case, and I play the Lions, Cowboys, Saints, and then Steelers. And yes, I realize the Saints are a division team that I shouldn't be playing in the preseason. Oh.
Buccaneers do a good job
Is that Safarian Jenkins? Nice. Let's see how the rookie looks in the fullback spot here. Nice. The Rams are a team that I tend to do when I pick an owner. The Rams, the Jaguars, the Browns, those tend to be my default owner teams. But especially the Rams, because it makes so much sense to move them even before they started moving this year. LA has been missing a franchise since my youth, man. Since God, what was I think I was about 13 when the Raiders and Rams moved out of LA.
He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20.
$24 on both. What are they selling for right now? We're both in the 100,000 range on PS3.
First down at the 20. Pulls it in. Tackled down at the 28-yard line.
Never mind. I'm thinking about it now, and I guess that makes sense. It's 20. My bad on the voice messages. I'm doing my stream, so I don't have time to type. That was talking with a friend of mine who was looking for Philip Gaines and Dre Kirkpatrick one Mutt on PS4. So if anybody has them, if they're looking to move, let me know and I'll put you in touch. How far into your Rams franchise are you, J Money? False start 61. And do you stream it or are you just playing it?
Johnson's lined up as the single back. The Lions snap it at the 26.
Big hit there by Malcolm Myers. I don't know what this penalty is going to be. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a hold on Bobby Massey. Jawan Gregory with the hold.
The defense will take the penalty. The final 30 seconds of the third quarter, and it's a first down. First down at the 20. Johnson's going to secure the handoff.
Nice. That's Hartman, another kid I drafted. He's been on the team a couple seasons though. 2nd and 22. Man him up.
From the gun. Got the completion. That'll bring us to the end.
I found that the hardest part of streaming is doing commentary. Because you want the stream to be entertaining for people who are watching, but at the same time, like, what do you really say? I tend to, just give my candid thoughts on it as I would, because I've spent 20 years playing video games and just talking to myself, so it's different trying to talk to people. I like to sim the first season myself. It makes a lot of sense for you to do it since you're moving the team.
All set to punt
Alright, 4:49. 8-point lead. If we can run about 2 minutes off this clock and get a field goal, we should pretty much seal this up. Nice. I had a rough year with Baltimore. I went 2-14, and they fired me. They were like, "Get the fuck out." One season, done. I got signed by the Bucks. Went 5-11. I started off 1-9, and put it together, and went 5-11 toward the end. And I really wasn't sure if they were going to keep me around or not, but they did. I built myself into a contender in that second season. We went 11-5, had a great year, but the Seahawks fucked me up in the playoffs. They got 2 pick sixes, both from their linebackers, and then they had a fumble return that they took to the house, and it was just ugly. So, wasn't meant to be in my second season in Tampa. My drafts have been decent, relatively decent. I've picked some that have been real solid, and then I've picked some that were kind of letdowns. In my first season in Tampa, when I took over here, they had the 3rd pick overall, and I drafted an outside linebacker named Riley Parker, and he's been my starter since day one. Nick Huff gets called for the hold. Come on, Joe, keep it in bounds. Safarian Jenkins over there, really? Ah, man, that's not a good call. So our defense is going to have to do something again. Nice. I was lucky enough that when I got here, obviously they had Jameis Winston, and Safarian Jenkins has crazy stats. They got his speed a lot better than he was in Madden 2015. So I tend to really throw the ball to tight ends a lot as it is. And he's actually got, in my 3 seasons in Tampa, he's got 3 of the top 5 single season receiving yardage record. He's number 1 in 2016, number 2 last year, and then number 5 in 2017. Oh. Lucky they didn't call me for a face mask there. Did you end up with any really good free agents at the end of the preseason, or the end of the regular season? At the end of the off season, like as you're going into preseason? I found that there tends to be about 4 or 5 crazy players that are sitting out there available that don't sign. This year, for instance, I just signed Richard Sherman to a 1-year deal, which I did that just so I could trade him. But last year I got Kyle Fuller going into the preseason, and he ended up becoming Super Bowl MVP. Nice. I actually picked up Brockers, and rather than having him at DT, I bumped him out to defensive end, and he's been my starting defensive end since I got him. I think I might have traded like a 6th round pick or a 5th round pick or something for him. Oh, they give up the first down catch there.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. Lions coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Oh, big completion there. See, that Hughes kid is looking real good.
The offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play.
Oh, Hughes got popped there.
The Lions coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the 4th quarter.
The defensive line.
Another one of those blown coverages.
They're expecting a run.
They tack on for a loss. Big 3rd down coming up here.
Gonna drop back into his own blitz so we don't leave somebody uncovered like that.
But also you want to preserve the timeouts.
And it's now gonna be 4th and about 6.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 9 for the first.
Well, when it's late in the game, you're down a few points. You try to get as many plays in as you can. So you go to the hurry-up offense. Good job by the QB.
Touchdown. That's a hell of a collection of players there. I find that there are a lot of underrated players that you can go out and find. One of those players for me is a middle linebacker from the Raiders named Ben Heaney. I've got him now, and he's only in his like 4th season, and he's only about a I think he's a 78 overall right now. And no, 76 I think it is. But he is a stud. He plays as my 2nd middle linebacker, which is my blitzing middle linebacker spot. And he'll put up like somewhere between a half a dozen to a dozen sacks a year, have some turnovers forced, a bunch of tackles for loss. And in the NFC title game against Seattle last year, he actually hit Marshawn Lynch and caused the fumble that allowed me to put the game away. Honey Badger scooped it up and took it to the house. Here we go, Perryman. Flacco, don't you overthrow his ass.
The Buccaneers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The Buccaneers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with. Sims is split out wide on the left. Looking long. What a catch. Touchdown.
Nice.
Here we are in the last minute. They go deep. Everyone in the building knows they're going to do that, but they
With this franchise, I grabbed Honey Badger and Prince Amukamara in free agency, which I was really happy about both of them. And Amukamara, I don't know whether it's just the way I play him or if he's that solid, or maybe it's just a good stretch of runs, stretch of seasons for him. But he's got like 17 interceptions and half a dozen forced fumbles and fumble recoveries, and I think it's 2 or 3 touchdowns over 3 seasons. So
in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out there.
Why did I not come out in quarter?
Football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
First down at the 20. Scans the field. Down the field. Makes the
Wow. Are you shitting me, defense?
Three timeouts right here. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Quarters formation here for the defense.
You're letting this kid look like a stud. That's not cool.
Out of the shotgun. Stands in the pocket.
Boom. Big spear.
That'll stop the clock with that timeout.
Was it Ben Heaney? I think it was Ben Heaney. No.
Second down.
It was Galvin.
No bump coverage here. Corners backing up.
11 seconds left. Lions looking to tie it once again. He's going to get tackled. They say out of bounds.
This is an almost must convert scenario. Third down coming up here in the late stages.
This is going to be it right here.
Territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job. Be aggressive. Call a defense that the offense has not seen so far today. If you do that,
Oh, who just went up and got it? Richard Sherman. Good for him.
The Buccaneers ready to officially chalk up the victory. The interception has them in a very safe position with very little time left on the clock.
well, they got stars
And
on
why
the
not?
defensive side.
Let's try it one more time here, Perryman.
They did the right things. Their fundamentals were just solid all day long, and it led them to victory.
Down the field. Intercepted.
Haha. Not meant to be there.
For Bill Sims and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.
What an incredible preseason game. No turnovers until the last two plays, and then both teams throw interceptions. And we're going to advance to week 2. See what kind of offers we got on Richard Sherman. And then we'll wrap up this episode. Trade offers on Richard Sherman. Seattle wants him back. Jacksonville offers me a 2. You son of a bitch. I don't think so. You won't take Sherman and 2 1s from Peters? Huh. I'm going to try this one more time. It's that simple. You take Richard Sherman, 2 number 1s, give me Peters. Nope. Well, the Bears don't have a corner. What's up with a number 1 for him? They're interested but need significantly more value. We'll throw in a 4. Oh, damn. I didn't even notice their cap room was so bad. How about you, Bengals? Nope, that puts them 2.53 under. Let's see what we got here. The Browns could take it on, but they don't really need it. The Cardinals offered me a 2. Garrick Branch. They won't make me the offer. The Eagles have corner at the top of their list, and they can afford it. What if I only offer a 5 to you? Okay, Richard Sherman and a 5. Go to Philadelphia for a first-round pick. Not bad. Not bad. And we are already at where we need our roster size to be. So right there, we're going to wrap up episode 92 of the Playing With Myself Madden franchise. If you are watching this on Twitch, thanks for checking it out. Make sure to subscribe so you can catch next episode, which will be going live in a little bit with J Money. Shout out to you for sitting in here keeping me company. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit, and thanks a lot.